I had started going to BYU, and when was that, like 2009, I want to say. And then I went through 2 years trying to get into the animation program. And it wasn't working out, and I wasn't getting in, and I had auditioned twice, and I just wasn't sure what to do with my life because I knew that I wasn't going to make it in this major. So I was going through this period where I was like, okay, do I like switch majors? Do I keep trying? And in the back of my head, I had, you need to serve a mission, like over and over again. And I have kind of had that feeling my entire life, and I've ignored it. I didn't want to serve a mission. I didn't feel like I was good enough to serve a mission. I didn't understand why that would be something that would even be asked of me. And it got to the point that I was so desperate to learn what I needed to do that I was actually sitting in the Wilkinson Center, so in the little cafeteria area at BYU, and had my scriptures because I had just come from a doctrine class, and said, why not, said a prayer, and asked what I needed to do. And I opened up the scriptures and it said, why deny ye what you know to be true? And kind of went from there. Just kind of yelled at me for a little bit. And I was like, okay, apparently I've been putting off this feeling and I shouldn't, and this is something I need to do. And I called my mother crying, and I'm like, I need to serve a mission. She's like, okay, yeah, that's nice. Like, totally didn't believe me. Called my dad, he did the same thing. And it wasn't until like 2 weeks later when I was still talking about it that they were kind of like, oh, she really means it. And from then on out, I was 100% dedicated to going. So my dad was former military, and I actually spent the first 3 years of my life in Germany, in a little town called Fulda in central Germany. And we had gone back several times since just to visit and just as tourists. And my dad did a lot of business over there. So the day my call came, my sister stole it and made me go on a scavenger hunt to find it. It was actually really funny. But so I went on a scavenger hunt for it, and when I opened it, I was so relieved to see that it was Germany. It was such a big deal to me that it was somewhere that I was familiar with, and somewhere that, I don't know, somewhere I had a connection to. And ever since then, Germany's kind of haunted my life. I keep going back. I keep finding ways to go back. So I took 2 years in German in high school, but it had been like a good 4 or 5 years since I had spoken German.